So I was once a Marine Corps recruiter, as most of you know, and I can speak to all three of these points that this comment is linked to on that video. Never heard of soft dipping, although I did know a few recruiters who would slow roll applicants' process for joining to purposely make them join the previous month because maybe they had already hit their mission for the month of 2 or 3 or whatever it was at the time, and they wanted to save some kids for the next month. And let's say before the dep and hold process, when you would get Q&E'd, qualified not enlisted, meaning get your mental and your physical taken care of over at MEPS, you wouldn't necessarily dep in or swear in at that time, and maybe the recruiter would do like a welcome aboard ceremony for you that month, just to keep you interested, get you in the delayed entry program, PT program that they had, and then you'd go down like the next month and swear in. His next point of talking to other branches, maybe while in the delayed entry program, I know now for Marine Corps recruiters, when I was a recruiter, I was always told by my chain of command that I could not speak to another applicant who was already involved in talking process with the other branches, if they've signed any papers or if they even joined the delayed entry program. I never saw anybody get in trouble for it. I just always thought it was one of those things, like a professional courtesy thing. You don't step on other people's toes or whatever have you. And if any other kid ever told me that he was speaking to staff sergeant or sergeant such and such or petty officer such and such with whatever branch, I would always call that recruiter and be like, hey, your kid wants to talk to me. Is it cool? No big deal. And his third point about anybody saying that Marine Corps recruit training is harder than the other branches, honestly, I couldn't tell you. I've never been through the Army's boot camp or the Navy's boot camp or the Air Force's boot camp. There's very few people that have done multiple, if at all any. So you'd have to ask one of those people. The only thing I would recommend any recruiter do is to speak about their branch of the military and what their branch of the military can do for that individual applicant. Speaking about other branches of the military, one is unprofessional and makes you look like an idiot.